Guys, welcome to this session. I'm called Emmanuel Wandera from WEAF Company Uganda Limited. In this video tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through. For most of you have been having questions regarding how can we integrate our systems to URA. Does EFRIS support custom applications integrating, or you have to be using these commonly known accounting systems? Now, today or previously, we have done some tutorials that have been explaining how to integrate with Uganda Revenue Authority accounting system. Or when someone says EFRIS stands for Electronic Physical Receipting and Invoicing System. Now, URA requires businesses that are VAT registered to integrate their different accounting systems EFRIS such that they can always submit transactions without having to log in this portal. I'm on the EFRIS test platform. It is what you're seeing on the screen currently. We have an API that works with the offline server. Okay, the offline server is installed at the client's premise, and you do the configurations both on the client side and the URA portal. We have done some videos there on this channel describing that or explaining how you can use that. So in today's session, I'm going to be showing you one of our web API that connects to EFRIS directly without having to do any installation at the customer premise. This is more suitable for systems that are web-based. So without wasting time, we are going to be going into it. For you who want to access this API, you'll go to your browser and type in API license, API_license.wefmall.com. Then you hit on it. It will take you to a page like this. On this menu, we have here what we are calling the EFRIS API docs documentation. So when you click on this API documentation, you will be redirected to a page like this. Now on this page, we have different API endpoints or routes that you can test from here. You can test from here, or you can test using Postman. I'm going to come to defaults and I click on this arrow. So you will see some of the API endpoints that we currently have here. For you to be able to use or to connect to URA, one, we shall have to set you up if you want to use your TIN. But for testing purposes and for you who are implementing in your systems, you can use this account and implement your solution. Then you can reach out to us probably when you're done, or you can reach out to us for the terms. Then we can also go ahead and guide you on how to do the implementation. If at all you're there and you have no developer skills and you want someone to implement, we can also implement that for you. So the first route we are showing you, it is just getting registration details or the getting details of that TIN number. This is the default TIN number. So when I click on try out, This can allow me to change the TIN number. Let's say I'm going to remove this 8 and I put 9. Then I click on execute. It has done executed, so it sent a GET request to this API endpoint. Sent a GET request, and this is the response. Client not found. Please register the company profile first. So one is required, but for development purposes, you may not need to change this TIN. You can just keep it and use the same for implementation on your side. Because when I keep it and hit execute, it is showing you the API is running. These are the details of that API configured. I can also copy this. You can also try out this in the browser. It will give you the same response, because it just returns JSON file. So this will give you the same response. If I try in a browser like Firefox, so this is what it returns, and you can see this is in sandbox, and the license is active. So you can go ahead, and for any issues you can email us on this. You can mail us on this email, or you can contact this number, and this is my name, Emmanuel Wandera, and this is just a client's test company, and then I'll respond to you accordingly. Okay, back to business, and clear this if you don't want it. Now, if you company registration details, try it out, and you also click on execute, and you're going to get the response. Now this response is coming from URA, that company. This is its details as they are configured on URA. Okay, as they are configured on URA. What do you need to do to integrate your system with URA? A URA expects you to be able to register a product, to be able to register opening stock, to be able to increase stock at EFRIS, reduce stock at EFRIS, at the same time generate an invoice. Now I'm going to log in this test platform. Let me first get this particular TIN number that we are using here in our test. I'm going to log in to the test platform. So after logging in, we are going to try to do a 360 of the API with the EFRIS. Do it together such that we can see. Okay. I'm just waiting for the OTP to reflect on my email. We can't log in the platform. So as I wait for the OTP one, I'm going to try out a few things here. The master data, these are just some of the things that we hope you get, such that you can easily find a way how you can work it out in your system. They will help your client when they are using your system. You just fetch this from URA and display them for you. Then you can incorporate them in your system and their values. We have the currency types, how URA understands them, the name and their value. So try to simplify, and also you can download this as a JSON. You can as well copy. You can as well just copy. Currencies, this will just help you get a list of currencies that are supported. The units of measure as how they are supported by URA. Let me try to get these. You may realize some people may name their units differently, and URA also expects something different. So if a client's unit of measure is per person, when sending to URA, you always send the value PS. You don't send the name, you always send the value. So it is very important for you to note those things and put them into consideration. Now, you're going to start with product registration. I'm going to come to register the product. This is the request body. So on product registration, you're going to make a post request. You make a post request. Let me first execute this. The request body should look like this, a JSON with all these attributes. Okay, this is the category, the URA category code. So when I click on execute, it has returned the response and shows this item already exists at URA. Okay, it already exists at URA. If I want to know the details of this particular one, okay, this exists at URA. Now if I want to register a different one, what I will do, I will come back here and rename. I'm going to try to rename this. I'm going to call this YouTube test item. I'm going to use the same for the product code. The units of measure, I'm going to use PP, which stands for piece. The price, I'm going to give it 12,000. I'll leave the code to that. So I'll come and click on execute, and the response is here showing us success. This has been submitted to URA. Okay, I think URA is having issues sending the OTPs. Would have logged in and checked the OTP is not reaching. The OTP isn't reaching, but shall proceed. So after doing this, item has been submitted. Let me go to another tab. Let me try to issue an invoice using this item, and you see the response we shall be getting from URA. Network. Documentation. Try to select an endpoint for generating an invoice, which is generate physical invoice. Remember, I have registered an item, but what I know that item right now it has no stock. So I will just try to, I'll click on try it out, and then I'll change this reference number probably. And then I'm going to come down. I'm going to change this item and put the code for the one year from registering. Then I'm going to remove the second one. Goods slash service YouTube there is an issue with inventory shortage. So when you register an item for the first time, it doesn't automatically go with the opening stock. You have to go ahead and register. If it has opening stock, you register it. If it has no opening stock, then you just go ahead and do the other stocking types. So what we are going to do, I'm going to come back here, and we go ahead and first register opening stock. So I'll come to increase stock endpoint. Now I've added this for you, the different stocking types that are supported. Opening stock, the value must be 104. The value for stocking type, this should be 104. Then when it comes to imports, you should put 101. So for you on your client side, this can be a drop down. But remember, opening stock is always done once when an item has just been registered. So I'm going to click try out this. I'll come here and opening stock, I'll leave it at 104. Then I change this code. I'm going to say currently we had 3 pieces. 3. The price for each, I'm going to say 8,000. Then I'll go ahead and click on execute. So when I execute, I get a response at the bottom. A stock has been increased. How do I know if there is stock at URA for this? I'll come to, I don't know if I added this endpoint. I'll just first try. Okay, I'll come to goods and services. I'll click or try it out. And this, I just want to fetch the last Okay, by default URA gives 99. I'll use the one for sync products. Then I go ahead and click try it out. Now this one, if I just want for a particular one, I'll specify the code here. I want details for this particular item. Received this item, which is called YouTube test item, has 3 pieces in stock. Okay, there are 3. When I come here where I was trying to sell, I'm going to adjust this to try and sell 4 pieces. Okay, let me just first keep it to 1. Unit price, I'm going to say, okay, I can leave it to this. Then I'll click on execute. Okay, this is successful, and when it is successful for invoice generation, URL returns these details, and among these things what they want, you need to extract. This is the device number we have used, it is virtual. We need to extract the invoice number. Okay, under basic information, we need to extract the invoice number. This on invoices, it is always called the FDN. You need to extract the anti-fake code. It is called the verification code. And at the bottom, there is QR text, this. So you need to extract this text and convert it into a QR readable format, QR image. How to confirm that this invoice is that URA, I'm just going to copy this FDN, this invoice number. I will come to the test platform, and here, fiscal document validation, I'll click on, I'll put it there and click on validate. And then here it comes. Here it comes. And when I click on view document, you'll be able to see. Here it is. Okay. This is the reference number and the time it was generated, 26th August, 26th October 2024. It is the time here. Then it is generated at 21, 3 minutes ago is when we generated this. It has a discount of 5,000. That discount comes as a result of, let me see the body we sent. The discount is always turned on here, discount flag. So if there is no discount, let's try to generate one without a discount. If there is no discount, one, we need to change this discount flag to 2. The way you see dimmed, the discount flag goes to 2. Then this 5,000 will go away and you leave this to null, and you just go ahead and put the net amount to be 2 million, like that. Please note, if you put a discount, you have to go ahead and put the value. So I'm going to, if I try to push this, it will fail because the reference number already exists. this. They tell you there is an invoice which is this with that reference number. So I'll have to go ahead and adjust this reference number and maybe add a 1, and then I can go ahead and push. Now this one is successful. I'm going to copy this and open another tab here. Then we'll also go to EFRIS test. I want to compare these two. So this one has a discount line. Now this one doesn't have a discount line. And this is the tax, 18%. If at all the item was exempt, you have to come here. Let me refresh this such that I can have my original item. Try to push to. First copy this item of mine. I'm going to refresh this. Okay. Click on try it out. By default, this has 2 item lines. One with a discount, and there is this without a discount, and the tax is exempt. So I'm just going to add this, to change that to this. And then I will change the reference number here and click on execute. So this has this has thrown an error. This has thrown an error. I'll try to look into it. But basically, this is how the API works. We have these fields that I added here. If at all, by default, it is always general industry. Then exports, you send this. All exports are 0 rated. All exports are 0 rated. Yeah. All exports are 0 rated. To update a product. Now YouTube, we added 3, sold 2, sold 1. If we come back here and try to execute this once more to check URL, we realize network failure. Okay, network failure. Okay, we added 3, we sold 1. Oh yeah, we sold 2. 1 here, 1 here, and the remaining balance is 1. Yes, the remaining balance is 1. So you'll be finding all the different endpoints here. If you are familiar with Postman, just open this, click on first clear this, open, click on try it out, then you can push to be able to get to obtain the final endpoint. So this, copy this, please note it is a post request. Go to your Postman, and this is a post, enter the URL, then again you copy the request body, I'm calling, I want page 1. All items on page 1. And you are storing in total, there are 28 on page 1. URL gives a maximum of 99. So I can break this down and say I want to have different pages. So I want each page to have 5. Yeah. I want page 3. I want each page to have 5, and I want page 3. So then when I push, the total pages, there are 6, and the current page we are on, it is 3, and it has items 5, and the total at URL there are 28. So this is how you can manipulate the system to, you can have different pages when fetching these details, and the different pages are paginated differently. So basically the process looks more gooder. We tried registering opening stock if our item is called YouTube test. We tried to register opening stock. If I come here and try again opening stock for the same item, this time around it will not work. This time around it will not work. Reason being, you already registered the opening stock. This product has been stored. It cannot stock in using opening stock. So opening stock is done once. The next time you're stocking in, change this to any of these. Let's say to 1 import. I'll come and change this 104 to 1. I'm adding 300,001. Then I click on execute, and this will add stock. So now if we try to query in Postman, our item we had the current stock level should be higher. So currently it has 3,002. Basically, this is a sample for some of you. You can integrate this API with any system of your choice. All you have to keep in mind is we charge subscription per year. Charge subscription per year. depending on the consumption. For any inquiries, you can always reach out to us. You're going to find this link, the documentation, in the description. Check the description of this video. You'll be able to see the link to the API docs for your consumption. We handle integration for systems like QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Point of Sale, QuickBooks Desktop. We handle integrations for Zoho. We have a custom point of sale called WEAF, and we have a custom accounting system which is called WEAF. WEAF is a desktop application. Then WEAF is an online web app. Okay, all these systems use the same APIs, so you can also integrate your systems with these APIs. We try to simplify the hassle. Much of the work is handled in the background. For you, we try to simplify things such that you can easily go through faster. Thank you for watching. This is weafbooks.com. You can check it out. We are ready to serve you. This has inbuilt EFRIS for you. Have a nice time.